Imagine waking up one morning to find giant ants crawling on your walls, mosquitoes the size of sparrows, and spiders as big as your pet cat. Sounds like a scene from a horror movie, right? But what if this actually happened? What if all insects doubled in size overnight? Would the world descend into chaos, or would nature adapt in terrifying ways? Insects are the most dominant life form on Earth, with over 10 quintillion individuals at any given moment. They pollinate our crops, decompose waste, and form the foundation of the food chain. But if they suddenly doubled in size, their strength, appetite, and sheer numbers could trigger an ecological disaster. Today on Mindscape, we'll explore the science, survival, and horror of a world overrun by giant insects. Let's dive into this mind-bending what-if scenario and uncover the terrifying truth. Insects breathe through tiny holes in their exoskeleton called spiracles. Their size is limited by oxygen availability, which is why prehistoric dragonflies were as big as hawks. Earth had higher oxygen levels back then. If all insects doubled in size overnight, their oxygen needs would skyrocket, making it hard for many species to survive. But for others, it could mean unstoppable evolution into even more monstrous forms. Locusts are already a menace, capable of devouring entire farms in hours. Now imagine them twice as big, twice as hungry, and twice as destructive. Global food shortages would be inevitable. Bees and butterflies, although essential for pollination, might become too heavy to fly, disrupting entire ecosystems. Jumping spiders and praying mantises would become apex predators, hunting birds, rodents, and even small pets. Army ants, already capable of stripping a carcass in minutes, would now pose a serious threat to humans in swarms. A mosquito's needle-like proboscis would be as thick as a pencil, injecting more saliva and increasing the spread of deadly diseases like malaria and dengue. The buzzing alone would be deafening. Imagine trying to sleep while a hummingbird-sized mosquito circles your room. Cities would have to redesign infrastructure with stronger materials to keep out these new giants. We'd likely rely on technology, drones, pesticides, and biological warfare to control insect populations before they overwhelm us. Some insects, like silkworms and mealworms, could become a main food source as a survival adaptation. Could humanity learn to farm giant crickets for protein? A world with double-sized insects would be a mix of chaos, horror, and adaptation. While some species would struggle to survive, others would thrive, possibly reshaping the food chain in ways we can't even predict. It's a stark reminder that even the smallest creatures hold enormous power over our world. But here's the real question. Would humans still be at the top of the food chain, or would the insects take over? What do you think? Would humanity survive in a world of giant bugs, or would we become the next prey? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you love exploring mind-blowing what-if scenarios like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next deep dive into the unknown.